Hey guys, welcome back to the Turnbuckle Tavern. Today we are talking about a former WWE superstar challenging for the 10 pounds of gold NWA's championship. Before we get into this video though, make sure you guys go down to the link in the description, click the link, follow it to everything that we offer, follow it to our Instagram, our Twitter, follow it to our podcast page where you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Make sure you guys review it and give us a 5-star rating. You can follow us to our Pro Wrestling Tee store where you can get some sweet shirts to help spread the word about the tavern. Pretty sweet logos on there too. So you'll want to be seen wearing those around town. And then click the little bell up in the corner to let you know when we're going to be dropping some more videos. Whenever we drop one, it'll let you know. So definitely go through and do all that stuff to help us follow, and then let other people know that you've done that and make them do it.
Yeah, make everybody do it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's get into the to the video here. So we have a former WWE superstar challenging for the 10 pounds of gold.
Yeah, it's formerly Mike Kanellis,
Yep.
who now goes by the name he was going by on the indie scene, which may be his real name, Mike Bennett.
I believe it's his real name. I believe that's his real name.
And he released a video on his social media pretty much challenging Nick Aldis for the 10 pounds of gold.
Yep.
Nick Aldis responded and accepted, and it looks like they're going to have a title match on the United Wrestling Network's primetime live show, which is going to be on Fight TV in demand. It's a pay-per-view show, September 15th. So interesting. It's on a Tuesday, so it's still kind of on that same day that NWA Power was on.
Yeah.
What do you think about Mike Bennett challenging for this belt?
I think it's great. And the reason I think it's great is because I think this is another case of WWE not letting people showcase their skills. Because if you listen to that promo that he cut an awesome promo.
Yeah, Mike Bennett's promo was really good.
And I think that this is another case of them not, and I like it because it's going to show people. I mean, this guy's been around for 20 years.
Yeah, he's been in New Japan, Impact. He's been everywhere.
Yeah,
ROH.
and so I think this is going to be another just kind of sticking it to WWE and showing people what these people can do outside of the company. And by cutting a promo like this one, I'm all about it. I'm all about somebody wanting to challenge for the NWA title and just coming out and saying, "Hey, I want this title."
Yeah, and what a great opponent. I mean, I think Nick Aldis is one of the more interesting champions in pro wrestling right now.
Yeah.
Talk about cutting great promos. I mean, Nick Aldis, his whole package over the last year and a half, 2 years, ever since, I mean, we're 2 years ago, he was at All In going against Cody for the 10 pounds of gold.
Right.
So this guy's been working his ass off for over 2 years. Well, longer than that, but I'm talking like he's kind of hit his stride.
Oh, for sure.
And he's at this next level, this main event level. And I think an opponent like Mike Bennett is exciting. It's somebody new. It's somebody outside of the company kind of coming in. I wonder if Mike Bennett, now, is this him coming in as a one-off or is he signed with NWA? I haven't read.
Yeah, from what I've read about it, it's a one-off is what it seems like. But I mean, I guess the opportunity, it's kind of, and I like that it's kind of the same as what AEW does, where they bring somebody in and they get themselves over, and then they get themselves a contract.
Right.
So
yeah, I think that's what this is. I think it's similar to like Ricky Starks coming in and challenging for the TNT title, and then he earns his way in.
Right.
Do you think Bennett goes over or?
No, I don't think he goes over. But I do think that I think it'll set something up though. I don't think this is the end of it for him.
Right. Yeah, he's going to get over. He's not going to go over. But yeah, my dog's snoring in the background if you hear that. Yeah, I like this. I have a lot of questions though with the way they're releasing this match. They've announced, NWA has announced this partnership with the United Wrestling Network,
Right.
and this show called Primetime Live. My understanding is that it's presented by the NWA, but it's not an NWA exclusive show. They're
Right.
having talent from other promotions also on this show. It looks like Alex Hammerstone from MLW is going to be on it. There's several other names, and it's a pay-per-view product, and it's going to be a weekly pay-per-view series. So I'm wondering, one, how much are these shows going to be if it's on pay-per-view?
Right.
If it's weekly, you can't be asking a lot of a wrestling fan to pay weekly to follow this product. Now, I'm just glad that we're seeing NWA come back, but I have a
Right.
lot of questions about the way this is being released.
Yeah, they need to kind of be more clear about it, because I couldn't see any information about how it's going to go down and what the price point's going to be. But I mean, I agree with what you said. You can't be asking for a weekly fee to watch it. You cannot be asking for a lot of money.
Right. And I'm when I first heard about the NWA partnership with the UWN, the United Wrestling Network, at
Mhm.
first I thought it was them partnering up with another promotion, because I'm not familiar, or I wasn't familiar with the UWN. But now
Yeah.
the more that I see, it seems like the UWN is more of a network. If you go to their Twitter, it says the UWN is a pro wrestling sanctioning body presenting championship wrestling from Hollywood and championship wrestling from Arizona, airing on channel 133 in the US. Primetime Live is coming to pay-per-view September 15th. So it looks like they're kind of a network that releases a couple indie promotions. So this partnership with the NWA seems like the biggest thing they've ever done.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely seems like it's one of the biggest things they've done. And I'm going to be honest with you. I I don't like that we're having all this stuff to try to figure out who's doing what, and like it seems like I don't want it to get into a big mess. I want it to be
Muddying the waters a little bit.
right. I want it to kind of be laid out a little bit better than what they're doing it now. I'm not saying it's not going to be laid out in the future correctly, but right now it just seems like there's a lot of questions.
Well, before, the NWA, we knew that at Tuesdays on 605 on YouTube, we got NWA Power. It was
Right.
very cut and dry. We knew it was there.
Mm-hmm.
When they had their pay-per-views, we knew they were coming. And I get that this partnership kind of came out of the pandemic,
Right.
where NWA, where they were shooting in Georgia, didn't have the infrastructure to properly test talent and crew for COVID. So they've kind of formed this partnership with a company out west that has that infrastructure so they can get their talent back to working.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of question marks with that. Back to Mike Bennett and Nick Aldis, though, I'm excited to see, one, Nick Aldis back at it, and
Oh yeah.
two, Mike Bennett landing somewhere, because when those free agents left WWE, it seemed like everyone landed somewhere. We had AEW, a couple people landed at. We had an influx of free agents going to Impact, and Mike was kind of left drifting. So I was wondering if he was going to find himself back in New Japan, or was he going to go somewhere else? And with
Yeah.
MLW and NWA not really doing shows, they kind of got left out in the cold with that free agent influx. So it's good to see him go to an organization that didn't get much love when all those free agents left.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens. And it's always exciting to see the NWA title up for grabs. I mean, it's just such a prestigious belt.
Yeah, a lot of history.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think about Mike Bennett showing up in NWA, if that's where he lands, or let us know what you think about this event that's going to be coming up. Continue put it in the comments. Let us know what you think, and we'll be back. Well, if you click the bell, you'll know. Again, you guys know the drill.
Subscribe to YouTube.
Subscribe, but you guys know the drill, and we'll be back at you soon.